All right, let's get this show on the road. I am mixing white with a very, very small amount of rose. That's what they call that pink, is a rose color. I took like literally one teeny little drop out of that bottle and mixed it in with white, and I am just applying a lot of water and a very light coat just to take some of the sting off of the page. Now, I'm applying a plastic bag to give this some sort of dimension or texture. As you see, I'm patting the water and the paint down. Honestly, I don't know if it really helped at all. After I finish the project, you'll see what I'm talking about. But hey, you got to try new things, right? All right, so now we're getting ready to rock and roll. And the first thing I wanted to do, I'm grabbing the black. I have my little mixer on the other side. I am going to take some mango tree sticks I had left over, and I'm painting the black directly onto the sticks, as you can see. I'm not dipping the paint in water before I do that because there's already water on the page and I don't want it so diluted. I actually want the impression to come out perfect on the page. As you can see, it worked. So I'm going to continue to add a few of these, and I have different size stems or sticks or whatever you want to call them, just to give some dimension and some variety to this. Right now I'm just trying to figure out where do I want to put this, because in my head I'm trying to position the blackbird where I want it to go. And that's why I'm sort of circling it with the stem impressions, because I want it to be right in the middle of that. And then I'm just going to go ahead and start filling up the page, but not too much. I didn't want to get too crazy. And as you can see, I'm using a different stem right now. This is another different type of look. A little shorter, a little longer. And I think I'm grabbing a third one right now. Yeah, I got a third one. As you can see, it's just like one strong, long stick, little tip at the end. It almost looks like a golf club. It's a little mango stick golf club. But yeah, and if you're wondering what I'm tapping the stick with, that is actually a chopstick. You know, they come in handy besides using them to eat with, but I just use those as I don't eat with them. It's part of my art collection, my toolkit, I should say. But it really does help, because then I don't have to use my fingers. I could just tap and put the impression on there. Oops, I lost a piece of that stick. It was gone. And that is a leaf. That's actually a dried mango leaf off the tree. And I thought, let me see if I could put a couple little impressions of these teeny little leaves. So let's see how this turns out. All right, here we go. Yeah. I'm holding the tip there. Yeah, it turned out really cute. That little leaf fell off, though. That was a bummer. I lost that little teeny tip on the leaf. Okay, we're good. Now, here comes the bird. And again, I'm not trying to get a perfect bird. I'm just trying to lay down an abstract bird. So this is how I do it. A circle, then an oval circle next to it, and then I just start, adding little tail feathers and then the wing. There you go. Yeah, cool. Add a little eyeball. And that's pretty much it. Then I was like, okay, let me pull out the beak a little bit. And again, I'm not trying to have a perfect beak. I'm just trying to have a beak. That's it. We're just having fun creating this design. And now I wanted to draw the main branch that the bird is going to be sitting on. Put on a little bit of legs there. It's pretty cool. And then now we're going to get down with more of that rose pink and the white. As you can see, I'm putting them side by side. Now watch what I do. I'm going to take my paintbrush. Looking for a good one. I just want a small brush. One side I'm using is white, and I tapped the rose pink with the other side. Because this way it's going to create like this dual combination of pink and white without actually mixing it. So, it'll either come out light or it'll come out dark, or it's going to come out somewhere in the middle. But it's really fun doing this. I'd say if you've never tried this before, do it. Again, take one side of your brush tip, white, and the other side, the other color, pink in this case. And then just have fun with the flowers. I mean, again, this is an abstract painting. Like we're not going for realism. We're just having fun with it, and we're just sort of winging it. No pun intended. I know we're doing a bird picture, but just sort of winging it and just seeing where my creativity goes. And you should do the same thing. Just let your mind wander. I usually put on music in the background. That helps me to like zone out. So I was listening to some, chill music in the background and just getting into the painting process. I was like, okay, I want to add these little like cute petal pink leaves. Just a little bit. Like we didn't want to go crazy all over the page, but just to add some bulk. And, make it look sort of like cherry blossoms, possibly. I think that's really what I was trying to go for. Not that they look exactly like cherry blossoms, but that was my thought as I was adding the pink petals onto the page. So again, I'm going to use up most of this. I think I use up, just about all of it. And here's the thing, sometimes it's hard for me to stop. I don't know if you've ever had that problem. Like you get into a painting, you're like, is it done? Do I want to add more? Because you can go crazy and actually overwork a piece. And I've done that several times. And then I'm like, why didn't I stop, like 10 strokes ago? And I'm like looking at it, I'm like, yeah, I think we're done. Like I don't want to overdo it. I think we're done. So yeah, I put everything up. Now as you can see, I'm getting more white. And here I'm using the phthalo green. And I'm just getting like a teeny drop because I'm going for a mint mixture. That's what I'm looking for. So I'm trying to get this mint color. You're going to see where I'm going to put the accent on the bird. And it's starting to look pretty minty. Again, a clean brush, wet it down, dry it, dab it dry, and then get in there with it. There we go. And here we go. We're going to add I call it the pompadour. It's his little pompadour, and then I added his little belly color. And that's it. We're done. Here we go. Taking the tape off. See the finished product without all this tape on it. And here it is. Oh, isn't it cool? It turned out good. You can either purchase this as a digital download for your wall or a textile design for pillows. Links below. Ciao.